Clicking on enter. Now you can see the new page with a combination of two other pages, okay, and the template system how we followed here. The candidate profile is this profile, and here is a Google map of this candidate where the location of this guy based on the address what you have mentioned the candidate profile, and this is the information which you are showing it from on the main page only. Okay, this is the additional information what you are showing here. Apart from that, you are going to show the related list items also with the template. There is candidate REL list template. That's what it's showing this information. Each and every page which are in this page is going to use the ID because all are standard controllers. So they are going to show the information based on the ID what you are passing on the main page. Okay, let's open the main page here on our developer console. We can start working on that line by line. Click on open. So click on pages. Search for this. Okay. So first of all, you know till here you are not this is a simple standard controller page and without sidebar. Sidebar means left side bar where you can hide and show it, but you don't have option to hide and show it also because you have to disable it at the starting of the page. Later on, you are assigning the candidate record to variable C with the local apex with the local variable, local VF variable, okay, which you are defined here with the C. And if you are defined with this, I can use C instead of candidate in future, I mean in all these other tags, okay. And so as we are implementing the template system, we are going to use the composition tag and the template what you want to use, and the template what the VF page template what you are trying to use it here. That is candidate template. I will open this page also. This is a simple VF page. Open. Paste. This is a simple template system. So there is a header and some panel grid. So this is what we discussed yesterday for showing the candidate information and page. Okay. So this is the header of the page. This is the header of this candidate template page, and this is the details. Here you are going to enter the details. After the map, the information will be shown. So I'm assigning this candidate template to our VF composition tag. It is in this. So this is the definition. This header I am passing down section header title as candidate object label, candidate object label, and candidate first name and last name on the top of the page. That's how you can see it here. The candidate and this information. After that, your template means this is the definition of your header. The candidate template page is this. It's showing this information in here. You know, we have discussed about this in yesterday's class. And later on, you are going to pass the details, because even in the template system, even in this template also, you are accepting some details. So the details I'm passing from here with a form tag. I'm defining this name equal to details. This is header and this is information. And I'm passing the employment information, 2 columns, and this information in that as page box section items. That is the reason you are going to see this additional information which you haven't seen in this page earlier, where you are not seeing any information after the map screen. Okay, this is the three fields what you are trying to show in this page block section. This you are giving additionally to this page apart from the template. And this is the three other fields on additional information like US citizen or education, US visa required or not. And you are ending the group pledge block and form tag and definition of the details for this composition, because there is a header and this details. Okay, and the composition tag is ended here. So the code till here is done now. So this is built with the composition tag by inserting a candidate template and even additional information with this, with the details, define tag and details. Okay. And this is the additional, means you are including a simple page on the candidate which shows only the related list items. The simple tag you have to remember in this scenario is apex : related list, and value you have to give as the child object relationship names. Like if it is a position object, I have to give job underscore applications underscore R. I will show that again to you. I'm opening this. Yes. Here is the related list page name page, and if I refresh, the things will be updated. Now we have three list items. See, the tag you can define the simple tag which automatically shows the child objects of this candidate record. Okay. Again, the candidate record, what you are trying to mention here is you are passing the ID. The ID, the candidate with this ID, you are going to show that information on the page. There are three related list items in the same order. It will show that. But I want to change the order by simply clicking, putting the job applications on the top. Click on save and refresh this. So I have to tell one thing. Why we use these templates, why we are including pages. For suppose if you are trying to build a custom portals, so for suppose if your customer is asking to build some custom header with their custom own logo, yes, you can also modify the logo here. But can you change the search? Can you modify the branding colors here? Can you change this information? Can you change this option here? No, you can't do that. But if your customer don't want to see this information, you don't want to show the application like Salesforce to their employees. If you want to show his custom thing, yes, or to their customers, yes, they can build own custom headers by using this composition tags. Okay, and automatically by current logged in user, you are going to show the information according to him. Okay, you are going to show different information by different people by using the current logged in user information. So you can build the type of templates and you can use in a number of all the pages what you are building. For suppose if you are building 20 pages for this portal application, you can use the same template for header and footer. You don't need to rewrite anything, new things. Okay. But whenever if your customer is asking some modifications, it's really simple to simply change in this file, right? In this template file or including page files or composition tags, right? Because the same thing you are using a number of times. If you are using independently, you have to modify all the 20 pages. The benefit of template system is if you are modifying this template, yes, simply modify here. It affects all the pages which you wherever you are using this template. That's the benefit of this. So it's little tough while you are building this template system. Earlier you have to design in a proper way, but later on it gives a lot of advantages for the business to reduce their costs, then for developers to develop very easily. Okay. If you want to build a new page, again, you can use the same template how many times you want. Okay. Now you guys know how to use the templates, right? You want to review the code one more time? This is the main page with the composition tag, which is mapped to a template, and with the header information to show the which object is this, the object properties and the candidate name and last name to show on the top of this. Okay. And later on, you are defining the details using form tag, and you are printing two sections with employment information, additional details, and again finally the template. So the information, but you haven't defined about the map, about the CSS properties of that. That's coming from the template, what you have inserted here. So this thing is defined in a new page. This is defined in another page. Sorry, this is defined in another page. Okay. Only this information is defined in the current page. So, for suppose if you are building a page, out of that page, out of the header footer is common for all the pages, and even there is a common section on the right side section. So 1, 2, 3, the 3 components you can build templates, and the remaining thing you can write your code on your own. The details, everything. Okay.
Yeah. Venkat?
Yes.
Do we need to specify the header and details in the define tag, or even if we leave that, it's fine, right?
Yes.
I mean, what difference does it make if we put the header and details attribute in the define tag?
So this is the additional details what you are putting in the composition tag. Okay. Yeah.
What I'm asking is, should we need to specify details? I mean, without the define tag, can we write that? Or?
Yes, yes. Without the define tag, you can also write that. See what happens. I can do one thing. I will try to remove the top header information. Yes, it will show without the header information here on the page. That's not a matter. I can do one thing. I can skip this and remove this code.
No, not the section header, just the define.
Yeah, define tag I have to use in the composition tag. I have to use the composition inside composition. I have to use this define tag.
Oh, okay, fine, yeah.
Right, because you were defining the content. Okay.
Okay.
So if you go to VisualForce cheat sheet, in the VF cheat sheet, you can see this group of tags. That's what we are using here. Check out that. Still loading, because why it's loading is our map is giving some problem. It's trying to load it. It's somehow it's blocking. Can you even check that error here also? So yeah, it's here. Yeah, the template system. So yeah, these are the composition tag. So it provides contents for inserts. This is the tags which use for templates. Okay, inserting.
Okay.
And composition tag for defining adds the define tag to the current page, because any template is defined separate in a separate page, and you are using that inside with the composition tag in another page. So insert is useful for defining it. Okay, you are defining something inside the template. The insert tag is used in that. you see that code. And the define tag, it provides content for the inserting inside the composition tag, the header information and even the extra additional details what you are trying to show at the end of the template.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let's pick one other example. So yeah, now I want to show you one thing. We have built a candidate override page, right? How to override the view page now? I'll show that to you. I'm going back to the candidate object. How to go very quickly, you know that from the object. If you are here in this object, you can simply click on view object. And I go there. Go to buttons and links. You know there are two ways. See, that's here. And the buttons and links here. Same, both are same, but some people most people use here who are experienced directly go here. Click on edit. See, I have created a page to show the customer information in a good format with their information profile, with a very good profile image and some additional information with their location in a map and everything. Okay. So I cannot assign that page to edit button. I have to assign that page to the view page, to the view button. Click on edit, because by default Salesforce use standard view. Okay. Now currently there is no override happening. Okay. That's the reason there is no override. If you want to override the view button with the new page which I have built, I have to do this simple thing. Click on this VisualForce page, select that, click on candidate view override page. This is what we have built with the template. I can also assign the candidate template page, this is everything, but this is the better page which we have created just now with a combination of other items. Click on save. Now, whenever you click on any candidate information, this page will not be shown now. See, the same page I am opening here, copy, and I am pasting here. Clicking on enter. What happens? It shows the new page now. It automatically overriding the page to the Apex candidate view override page ID. It automatically passes the ID also. I'm not opening now by putting down my Apex candidate override view page, because manually developers have to do that, right? But now let's go to the candidate page. I'm not doing anything. So you click on this candidate information. Automatically overriding from the standard page to this, because that option you have modified in the back end. See, by clicking on this, you can see the override happening here. The view page is getting overridden by candidate view override page. Okay, see, there is a checkbox called overridden. Same way, if you have built some edit page if your customer is asking, hey, I want to view the custom edit page, the simple options I have to edit the complete record. If that is the requirement, you have built the edit page for the account object, and you override the edit page with the edit button on the account object buttons and links. It automatically overrides the Salesforce, account page. Whenever they are clicking on edit, you're going to see very new page, which is simplified and which is really good for short and good page for users. So you got to know how to override the buttons now. Okay.
Venkat?
Yes.
Can we assign this view only for a particular set of candidates, or it will take for the entire candidate object?
So it applies for any candidate object, because whenever you are clicking on any record means you are trying to open that record, you are trying to view that record.
No.
What we have done is,
can we assign only to a particular set of records? We can't do that.
No, you can't apply for some set of records.
Okay.
Yeah, programmatically you can do it. So I can programmatically do that particular part. Like, for suppose, if there are record types on trainings, hey, all the online trainings I have to show in a new page. All the open trainings I have to show you another page. Okay, our standard page. Okay, means another page I can do that. That I can do it by simply writing some custom controller initially. I have to validate whether this is the record type is this. Then I open this page in this new page. But I have to customly I have to write that.
Okay.
Not only on the record type, even on the type field or on the country field, I can show the different ways. Because for that, I have to do one thing. I have to completely manage that page. Completely write some custom controller prior to these pages that will split whether to show this page or that page.
Okay.
I can build a standard page with a simple 2 tags. See, how to build a candidate page? Very simple page. I'll show that to you. This is another page, right? I want to create a new page called candidate standard view. So you said that you, for some records you want to show a standard view, for some records you want to show this custom view. Yes, I can do that. But as you said, now I'm creating a simple page, standard view page. But after that, what you have to do is you have to create one more requirement, one more custom page. If all the records with country equal to USA, I will show a different link. I will show different link in the output link. Whenever they are clicking on that, it opens this page. All the people who are out of US, which don't have images and which don't have proper data, they will be shown in a very different way, which is some standard view. Okay. Click on enter. Click on this. Okay. Controller, candidate, underscore C, apex, colon, detail. Yeah. If I pass my ID, now I can see the standard thing, standard completely, standard UI. So now we have 2 pages. ID equal to this. Now we have 2 pages. One is the standard view page. See, this is very similar to standard view. You won't have any difference also. The same standard view you are seeing it here. So that if you are changing the page layout, it automatically changes here also. And this is the custom view. Oh, no, this is not the custom view. I'm clicking on enter now. This will become the custom view. Now we have 2 pages. This is 1 page and this is 1 page. As I said, now you can write. This is also a page, not a standard page. This is also a custom page with single line. Okay. And you are going to use the split on the. When you are clicking on candidate page, you are also overriding this page. You write a custom controller page. You show all the list of candidates with the links on the front saying view edit. When they are clicking on that links view, I'm trying to split based on the records. Actually, before showing the view link only, the link will be automatically assigned to different pages based on their city or based on their record type. I can show that part. And that's the possibility. You can use that type of implement that way. So application detail. Anyway, I think this page is also very similar to the same requirement, but I have very better action action script, action function, the type of pages I have done here by automatically refreshing some images at some interval of time. That is really simple instead of this. I will explain that about that. Okay. I will now go to the custom controller examples from now on. Okay. VisualForce controllers. I am going to the solutions. right? So now I'm trying to build a custom controller on the position new edit override page. Clicking on this. This is the page. Now each new requirement will be having two text files. One is a page, one is a controller. So I'm copying this. I'm pasting in on my UI. So now we are ending our standard controller examples and we are going with custom controller examples now. New edit override. That's it. I'm clicking on enter. I want to follow the naming conventions same way so that it's easy to reference the exact examples. I'm clicking on this to create a new page. I'm copying this. See, the resources what you are using, the variables what you are using here are coming from the custom controller. How I can say that? Because I know that I'm opening custom. I'm opening. So this example is a combination of standard controller and extension class. It's also some part of custom thing. I can say like some X%, like 40 or 30 or 50 or 60% of standard features. That is the reason I'm using standard controller. And the remaining thing I want to define the methods and variables inside the extension class. This class is helping me to add some 30% or 40% or 60% of custom features on this page. Custom means custom functions on this page. Okay. I'm trying to click on enter. Now when I click on enter, there is no extension class called this. Okay. So it asks me to create this particular thing. I'm clicking on save. So I got a message saying please ask me to create this class. So same way, when there is no page, it's asking me to create a page. Same way I'm getting when there is no class, it's asking me to create a class next to the error message. It's good. Click on this. The page will be automatically here, but you can see the new class. So when you are working with custom controllers or extension classes, means you are linking the page with a controller Apex class. That class will be automatically shown next to the page on the VisualForce page editor. When I click on this is for now this is a plain page, plain class, but it's asking me some more method to create some methods because this method I am trying to use it. There is a method called position new override controller. That method is there. I'll show that to you. Go to the buttons. The action code. There is an action called mySave. MySave is a custom action because save is a standard action which you are getting from standard controller. But MySave is not there. You are defining it on your own. And there's one more action called say hello world also. That's also a custom action which you are defining in extension class. Okay. That are defined here. There is no definition here. That's the reason it's showing some error. Unknown constructor, some error. Now what I'm doing is I'm going back to my code. Okay. I'm copying my controller example extension class example to the page, and I'm copying it here. Public class the same way, but there is code inside it. So here you can see the my message, even my save also, say hello world, my save. These are all the methods which are custom actions which you are using on the page that you are defining in this extension class, right? So the amount of standard options you are using on this page You don't know exactly at this point of time, but after seeing the UI, you can see that. You can predict, oh, this much is the standard features, this is the custom features. I'm clicking on save. Now the page is here and the position object is really working fine and it's good. Okay. Now I'm clicking on this. See. Yeah. So I think this information is coming from the standard controller. Okay. And there are some changes here. No. Okay, this is there's not some changes here also. This is also coming from standard controller. There is some custom methods called mySave and save hello world. So these custom methods I'm defining with the extension class, because in this requirement 80% of the requirement is same visually and functionally there is 50% of same requirement. So you save and cancel is the same buttons which are using from the standard controller, but mySave and say hello world are custom methods. I'm building with extension controller. I'm defining it inside extension controller, because standard controller you are not defining it. Salesforce is defining with only standard options like save, cancel buttons on the edit page. Coming down to the detail page, I am showing edit, delete buttons. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to show position title as CP developer. Priority is high. Status is open. Substatus is pending. Start date I'm giving it as 29th. Hiring manager is also required as reviewing as some guy like okay. I'm just saving this. Okay. I want to try. If I click on save, it simply saves. I have to check what is my say hello world. This is a very custom method which is printing hello world on this. So this is a dummy requirement, but I can show something. I can show some action. I can validate whether this guy is in this requirement. I can do one thing. I have to check whether the similar kind of requirement is already open or not. Okay. So that is the reason I have to check duplicates. I can add some button. I can do some action based on that. So in this requirement, so this is custom requirement I am thinking about. Instead of saying hello world, I can say hey, check duplicates. Check duplicate for this. I click on this. I can show some page also, and I can show hey, there is a duplicate with the same SAP MM position. Why can't you hire for the same thing? Why are you getting a new record? I can say that. Okay. In this method, what I will do, I'm going to search all the job positions which are open with the SAP space MM job position title. Now I'll get all the records there. If the result is true, means if there is at least one record, I can say, hey, this is a duplicate record. Otherwise, this is not duplicate. You can create the record. I can show that message and I can show some save button on top of that dialog box which I'm showing on the screen. Okay, so I can even show the dialog boxes. When I'm clicking on a button, I can show some dialog boxes also that can be implemented very easily with jQuery UI. You can include the dialog boxes with that according to your branding colors. Okay, you can pick the colors before downloading the jQuery UI. Anyway, and while I click on my save, there's a difference between save and my save. I can exactly tell the difference by seeing the code. But anyway, I'm clicking on my save. It's also saved. Yeah. Let's see what's the difference between that. I'm going back to the page. Yeah. And I'm clicking on this, or I will open this in a developer console. Anyway, this is a better way. Okay, I'm sorry. 1 second. Hey, give me. Yeah, and I think where is our page? Yeah, this is our page. I'm copying this. Okay, I'm opening this page now. Okay, so now we have opened the page in the developer console, and let's see what's the difference between, not the page, we have to open the extension class that we have to do. So this is the extension class, copy, click on file, open, select classes, search for the class name what. So extension class, this is simply name, but finally controller class and extension classes are Apex classes only. Click on classes, I'm clicking on this, it's here, opening this. Okay, now we have the extension class called position new edit override extension. Let's go to the save method, how it's written. See, what is save hello world? In this, when I'm calling this button, means when I'm clicking on this button, this method is getting called. I know that. The action which is linked on that particular say hello world button is this, right? When I'm calling this, I'm setting a message to my message. My message is the variable which I'm trying to show on the page above my complete record. And I'm setting hello world for that, and I'm returning null. So I'm simply setting a message in this when I'm calling this method. I'm not doing any other thing. I'm not doing any other logic. Simply setting my message hello world equal to hello world. Why it's showing here on the screen when I'm clicking on the button? I'll show that to you. So the page which I opened is this, right? Yes. If you see this, see Apex message, okay, ID equal to hello world. This is simply the message ID. No need to worry. This won't be printed there. The matter what you are printing is coming from the summary. And why it's printing? I am rendering this particular section only if the message is not equal to null. If the message is null, I am not showing any other content there. That's what happening, right? If there is no message in the my message tag, by default there is no message. That is the reason I am not printing any data on that page. I am not printing any other information here. I am clicking on say hello method only. I am trying to show this because there is some value in my message, because I have said that. If that is not null, it automatically renders, means refresh only this component, the Apex message component. That's what it's showing here. And you see all the Apex messages will be having the severity. I can control the severity of that Apex message by clicking on this. Severity is info. I can even put down some error. Click on save. What happens now when I click on refresh and click on save hello world method, the color of the message will be automatically changed, and you can see the different color, and there is a red color at the bottom. See, means it's error. You cannot save the data with the error message. Information, there are multiple levels of information what you are showing on the page, means error messages or exceptions and something like that. So people can show some information, warning. These are two basic things. With this also the record will be saved. Warnings are very simple things, right? It's a simple warning. And if there is an error, you cannot save the record. Sample, see, let's try that. Open, ending, chair manager is this. Why I'm not saving this is, if there's an error on the page, it won't save. Make sure before saving the record, the data is validated and there is no errors. If there's any error, it shows on the page. Okay, that is the reason I cannot modify like this. You have to, generally if you want to show some information, yes, you can simply view info tag, info severity level. Then this is what you are displaying, this is a simple variable which is configured in the backend, which is setting some value with this say hello world action. When I'm calling this action, I'm calling this particular method which I showed in the class, and I'm setting some value called hello world. That is showing here, right? You know how things are linked each other, how this button is linked with that method, how it's setting value on, how that is printing value here. Only if there is a message here. If there is a null value, it won't display. If there is a value only, it will display this apex message tag. This apex message tag will be generally useful to print the error messages on the screen, or any informations or warnings and anything. Okay, and this is the detail. This is coming completely from the standard controller part. Yeah, the page box is anyway. You can use it anywhere in standard controller, custom controller. But yeah, the position underscore c.name. This all information is coming from the standard controller. We are not defining in the control in the extension class. This is simply input items. Okay, input fields. All these things are coming out. You can see save and cancel are standard things. My save and the hello world are custom, because you know what actions are standard, what actions are not standard. That's the reason I earlier only said you this is a custom action. When they are clicking on these buttons, you are calling something from here. The methods which are linked to that. The hello world and my save. What happens to my save? So there is a simple some flag which I'm setting called b update. Okay. B update. I'm updating POS. POS insert POS. Yeah, there is a small difference between the save method and my save method. Save method will instantly save the record. Okay. The my save method will check whether b update equal to true or false. This is a flag, Boolean value, which will be saving only yes or true or false. If it is true, this will be updated. Otherwise, it will be inserted. What is b update? I am going to check that now. Control F. Because whichever variable which you are using here, it should be defined somewhere else in this page or in the page which is linked with this. Let's go to the top. See, Boolean value b update. Okay, and here I am defining this value. Okay, how I am defining the value? I am telling you. From the standard controller, I am getting the ID. Okay, controller. This dot position equal to position. Standard controller dot get record. I am getting the record. So one thing here is my page will now. So let's open a position. I'm copying the ID. So my save, I can consider it as like update method. Why I'm saying that? See, I'll tell you. Going back to this, clicking on this equal to paste. Oh, sorry. ID equal to paste. ID equal to the ID. Okay. I'm copying the ID to the paste. Okay. So now when I'm clicking on this, what happens? I'm opening a new record. Sorry, I'm opening the existing record, right? What is SAP MM? You know this record I have created just before 2 minutes in this class. When I'm clicking on save, what happens? It saves a new record with the same name. See, when I'm clicking on save, it saves the new record. Go back to the positions object. See, if I click on refresh, or also I click on go all go, because I can only see the recent open records, not all the records. Oh my God, I have to send it. One second, I'll go back again. Go back again, one more step. See, when I'm clicking on this and I'm clicking on save, it's on positions, simply updating it. Okay, but my save, what I'm doing also the same thing. I'm saving, I'm doing it. When I'm going back, see, yeah, going back to this, what happens here? 1 second. So when the record is having a standard controller and this is having some position, okay, if I have the record here, so if position or ID equal to null, it returns false, otherwise it returns true. If it is having some value, it returns true. Now B update equal to true, right? So if I'm passing some ID to that page, the B update equal to true, it's going to update automatically. See, that's what it's happening. B update equal to true, I'm going to update the record. Otherwise, I'm going to insert the record if there is no ID in the top. You know why you are going to insert and why you are going to update, right? The My Save button, the My Save button will also work very similar to the Save button, but we have done very simple, means some demo thing, like you have shown some dummy Save button like that button, which will automatically select whether to insert or update based on the ID what you are passing. If you are passing ID, you are trying to update. If you are not passing ID, means you are trying to insert the record. It automatically inserting. That's what it's happening here. I'll explain it again. Coming to the, this is the constructor of this. This is the main class name. There is a constructor with the same name, right? You know that. This constructor is getting value from apex-standard controller. The standard controller information is coming to this. I'm assigning this to the controller. Okay. Okay, and this dot position means the current position which are linked to the standard controller. I'm trying to copy to the current position which I'm defining here. Position __ C standard controller dot get record. If you are working on the candidate object, you generally use candidate __ C here. This is a simple variable, you can use anything. And this is some different, instead of this I can do, you will be a little confused here. So this is a condition. If this condition is equal to true, I'm going to return B update equal to false. See, what is my condition? If position.id equal to null, if there is no ID, the B update equal to false, means don't update. If this is having some ID, means the condition will becoming false, right? Position not equal to null. That's the reason I'm showing the true. And if it is true, so the value I'm setting here for the B update, this is a Boolean value, which is a true or false. That value I'm trying to use it in this method, in this MySave method, reference method, which first of all I'm checking if B update equal to true, I do update. Because there is an ID in that page. If there is no ID, means else loop will go on and insert position. I'm good at that. Finally, what happening? So if I'm using page reference methods, I should return I should return the page. So what I'm returning it, controller equal to new apex-standard controller position. So I'm going to navigate to the view page of that record. Okay, that is defined here. So return.controller.view. This is helpful to return your current page to the view of the record. That is the reason when I'm going to this candidate record here, going back here, this is a page, custom page. You are opening this page from different buttons, maybe from the home page or from the any button from the main position object like this. Once you are saving the record, as the ID is there, I'm trying to update. I'm not inserting the record. So you can see the update happened on 12/1/26, 6:12 p.m. exactly now. Okay. Again, you can see the my view has been changed to the position view of the record, of the same record. Okay. This is how our mySave method is working, and this is the only custom method. This is the other custom method. This is the controller class. This is the message, and this is the Boolean values what you are supporting. Okay, and you are defining the controller here with apex space dot standard controller. That's what you are copying the standard controller into this. Okay, these are the Boolean values. In this page, these are all the variables. Okay. Okay, and these are all the methods. You have defined some private variables also, means you cannot use this. You cannot use this variables. The other classes cannot use these variables. Okay, externally. The people inside this, the methods inside this particular class only can use this variables, position or controller or be update, because that's what I'm using right inside the methods. I'm using it. Okay. Most of them are page reference methods here, means you are returning to some page, You are not returning any value. If there is no written value, you simply have to use void. If there is a written value, or suppose integer, I have to use public integer, some method name. Okay. So all the final methods will be having the page reference methods. Okay. So if you are using some methods internally, means in the mid of some action, some logical things, in that cases you might be using some written values. For suppose this is the main method. From this method, I am calling some other method to calculate some particular component, to calculate some value. For that, I am using, if the written value is integer, I can say integer I equal to, I'll call that method apex method name. That will call another method which will process some data, 4 or 5 lines of data, and will return at the end the integer value. That value will again come to the previous method where you have called. That will be assigned to the integer I. That value I can directly print it on the screen from this particular method. If I is a variable which I am using on the page, I can render and I can show the new value on the screen. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. So now you got the requirement, right? And so we have just worked on the custom controller example. Sorry, extension class example. So your requirement mostly might go into this also if you are working, because your requirement is very close to 50%, 30% close to standard controller. Means you have to show some view, and if you have to simply add some new methods and actions, you can use the custom controller thing. Okay. If your requirement is completely custom, means even the view also is a completely custom thing, and even the data what you are trying to put on the screen is not standard. It's completely custom, and the methods what you are trying to do is also custom. Just go to the custom controller, and you have to build everything from scratch. Query the records in the data by calculating the summarized values. If that is the requirement, yes, you have to take the custom controllers. So there you're not going to use the standard controller. See, in the current example, we are defining the page tag. We are defining standard controller equal to position underscore C, and extension class equal to this. So now you know what all the things available in Apex page for linking into the Apex, for linking to for linking to the classes. One is standard controller. This is given by Salesforce. All the methods are not written by you. The other thing is controller. If you are writing your own controller, you simply use controller equal to position override controller. In that position override controller, it's a class. You have to write everything what you want to query here, what you are using here, and everything. And yeah, in this is a separate case. Most of my UI is coming from the position. Only there are two methods which I'm defining in this extension class. Okay, so you got it. Okay, these are all coming from the standard controller thing only. Only two options, that is these two buttons. Nothing else is coming from override extension class. And even this Apex Pay message also is coming from the override extension class only. This extension class. Let's go on to other method, other example. Do you guys have any questions? Okay. So, a review, okay. Review alternate position. This is also a combination of both the standard and extension class. Okay. This is outstanding reviews page. Okay, this is what I want to show you, the complete custom controller example. Let's pick this. So I'm opening a new page now again. Oh my god, okay. So outstanding reviews. Outstanding reviews. So I have done some interviews for thousands of positions. For my company is really big. If there are 40 positions, I have interviewed around thousands of candidates. I got many reviews. I am the hiring manager of all these positions. I want to really quickly pick few candidates. Okay. This is a candidate, right? No, I have to pass the position for this. Anyway, before that, I just click on enter. I'm creating the page called outstanding reviews. The requirement of this page is it shows outstanding reviews of all the people for the job positions which are currently active, so that I can hire very quickly. Click on save. See why I am asking to create a outstanding reviews page, because I am currently using the custom controller which is called outstanding reviews. That is the reason it's asking me to create a public class with outstanding reviews, or public class with sharing class outstanding reviews. So you know why we are using with sharing. If we are sharing with sharing, it always applies sharing rules of the current logged in user. Okay. Right now I have to go with this. So if I want to show the data which is actually shared to this guy, yes, I will go with sharing thing. It all applies the sharing rules of that. So when I'm clicking on when I clicked on create class, it's done. But simply again I have one more error saying, hey, there is a method called position or get position. These are the variables which I'm using on the page. Because earlier in the standard controller, all the position information I'm simply getting from standard controller, but here it's not. I'm defining each and everything. See, for that I can click on this. It create a methods again. See, this is a class which is created by clicking on a button. I'm clicking on this. It creates a method for me for get position method. There is no string.name. Again, there is one more error. See, it asks one more time like this. It simply asks a major. First of all, it asks for the class. After that, some method. Instead of that, I can directly copy the code which I have. You have to return the logic first. When you are building the pages from scratch, you don't have any page code, you don't have any class code. You simply start with page and the class name. There will be page and class. You start building the class first by defining the variables, by thinking on your own design, by variables what all you needed, and the methods what all you needed for this class, and later on you build the page. That's order. That's the order. As we have less time, I'm trying to show the existing examples to you. So this is, I'm doing in a reverse way. First of all, I'm creating the complete page. Later on, I'm building the class. That is the reason I'm getting some errors. Okay. Opening this example, copying, going back to our page, pasting this and clicking on save. Either I type outstanding review or line number 4117. Just check 41, outstanding review. See, in this particular class, I'm trying to use outstanding review is another class which is helping this. This is might be the wrapper class. Okay. What I want to do is I want to pick that particular class. I want to create that particular class in my organization. File, click on new. See, outstanding reviews is one page, and one second. My outstanding review is another class. I am trying to create the class now. From the outstanding reviews class, I am calling my outstanding review. Okay. So let's go to the developer console. Click on new class, right? I'll go to this. My outstanding review is this. Copy this class name. Paste here to create the class first. Later on, you can build the code. This is the class. I can say this is the wrapper class. What is a wrapper class and what it's going to hold? Okay. Actually, wrapper class is a combination of data. Why we use wrapper class, I will really explain you. When you have a requirement of creating a page with a number of position records or candidate records, any records, and if I need to, if I want to show a number of position records, and if I need to select 4 or 5 of them with a checkbox, if I want to delete that records, or if I want to do some bulk operation on that records, yes, I can do that with this wrapper classes. So each and every item, each and every position record, for each and every position record, you are going to create one wrapper class item. Okay. See, there is a Boolean value called checkbox. This is a review object. And the current requirement, we are creating a wrapper class for the review object. Okay. So there is a checkbox and there is a review. If there are 40 reviews on my system, if I am trying to show that on one page, now how many times this class will be called? This class is defined. So this class is assign some values. Is 40 times I am going to assign the values to this particular class. That items I am storing in a list. That is, one second, I will show it here. This is here. That 40 my outstanding review is a wrapper class, right? 40 outstanding reviews I am creating with a list. As I said, list can store integers, strings, objects, any values, primitive types, and even wrapper classes also. It can even store the classes, Apex classes also. My outstanding review is a class with some values with a checkbox and a review object data. So I have a page. I'm showing. So there will be a number of rows. Rows means like a table data. There is account name, list of contacts for that, list of cases for that particular account, list of opportunities also. The 3 object information in a single line. And again, there's another account, their contacts, their cases, their opportunities. Third account contacts, third account cases, third account opportunities. If this is the requirement, see what happens. I am trying to show 4 objects data, and again first object is single record, but the second other blocks which I am showing is multiple records. Each and every account will be having multiple contacts. That is the requirement. In that case also I can use wrapper classes. In the wrapper classes I am going to define a account, list of contacts, list of opportunities, list of cases. This is one wrapper class. So if there are 40 accounts I am displaying, my code will automatically generate 40. It will call 40 times the wrapper class, and it defines the value. It adds the values to the wrapper class. Now the complete data is in the list of wrapper classes. Each and every wrapper class, there is an account, there is a list of contacts, 3 to 4 or 5 or 10, list of cases, 20 or 30 cases, list of opportunities, 40 or 50 opportunities. I can do that type of applications. I have code for that. I can share that with you. This is also a similar kind of requirement, but here the requirement is different. I am showing a checkbox, and I am trying to do some bulk operation by selecting 4 or 5 reviews, and I can send an offer letter at once to these 4 people, okay, who are top guys in the reviews, okay, who are having the top reviews. I can send a single button. I can send offer letter to all the people. I'm trying to save the record. Now it will save because this class is defined by me from the developer console in a separate window. Now it's saved properly. Now come back here. Why it's showing this error? Because this is a custom controller class. I'm not passing any ID. Okay. The first thing I have to make is I have to pass for the position. Question mark ID equal to. Let's go back to position. This is MM. Okay. I'm coming here. I'm passing the ID. Click on enter. Now my code will work. See. I have the page. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Hey, hello. Yes, sir. The page I'm explaining is for another call. So now we are on outstanding reviews page. So currently, why I'm not showing any reviews is because there is no one interviewer, no one is done interviews. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'm going to create some data for this position. Click on the position object. It's a page which is linked to the position tab. That's it. When I click on position tab, it generally opens this. It don't open the VF page. That's the page which I'm trying to open, which I can put the link on the home tab also. Whenever on the home tab, on some important links, whenever they're clicking on that, it can open that. I can send I can see the reviews of all the top reviews for a SAPMM position, so that I can send to 4 people. I can send some reminder saying that you are selected like that. Give me a second. SAPMM position, right? That's what I opened there. And first of all, I will create a job application interviewer. I'm going to create employee. This person is interviewer for this position, and I'm clicking on save. I'm clicking on edit, and I am clicking on some value also, technical interview. What role is this, technical interview or not? That's the simple information. There's no need, but simply I kept there. And again, going back to job applications, one thing I can do, I can create some positions also. Create some candidates. Click on new. Shy. I'm doing anything. I'm just simply save. Click on new. Ravi. Save. I'm going to apply all these people to this SAPMM position. Again, clicking on this. Click on new. Nikhil. This man. Karthik. Okay. No, I have assigned. I'm going to assign these 4 people. This SAPMM position. Why? Because these 4 people are going to apply for the job position with the interviewers. With the job applications. Clicking on new. The best way is go to job position. That's a better way. Click on positions. Click on SAPMM position. Here I'm creating the data. Nothing I'm doing else. Okay. I'm doing nothing. I click on job application because I need the data to show the data on the page. Candidate, I'm just simply selecting the candidate, that is candidate 16, because I have to, because there is error here. You know how to show the data on this screen, right? By using lookup dialog, layout, right? So inside such layout, there's a lookup dialog option. You modify the view here, automatically assigns the columns what you're defining in that option. It shows here. Currently, I don't have the candidate name. I have only the candidate ID. Okay, and I'm selecting this and I'm clicking on go. Okay, I'm clicking on stage is open. Sorry, I will say like status open stage. Interview is completed. Click on save. I'm trying to clone the same thing, but I want to change the candidate 16, 17. Something is, I think, the second person which I get in now. 15 is the first record, that is Venkat. 16 is Akshay. 17 is Ravi. I can see the information at least in this. Anyway, and information is Ravi. Okay. Clicking on clone. 18. Okay, and finally I'm clicking on clone 19 or the last record. 4 people I just created, right? The 14th guy I'm creating it. Karthik. Okay. I'm going to interviewers. So I'm going to review object now. Okay. For the position, there are job applications. I know that. I've read these 3 job applications for SAPMM. I'm opening the 4 records one by one, and I want to write the reviews for these 4 people because the review is assigned to the job application. after doing the interview only for a job, because you applied for a job position, there is a different ID for that. That ID is linked with the candidate. The interviewer will come to see the job application and he can interview the candidate which is linked to the job application. And he's going to write the review on the job application only. If there's a review here, click on new review and you will see interviewer is I have to give this only because this is the guy who is for SAP, right? I'm clicking recommended to hire for this first person. Cultural fit. We'll say out of 5 it is the values. I'm giving 4. Experience 4. Is 4. Clicking on save. I can even put some comments. I don't want to do that now. That's not required for me. I'm clicking on clone. Okay. I'm simply changing the job application number. Earlier it's 23, right? Now I'm going for 24. But I want to make for Ravi, I want to give 5, 5, 5. Click save. When I'm cloning this, for 25th means the person I'm giving it as 5. Experience is less for him, but he's good. 2. Rate skills is also 2. Clicking on save. Clicking it for hire. See why I'm displaying this option here only in this option. Because earlier I gave 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Still I didn't got the recommended for reason. But if you see, when I give 5, 2, 2, the reviews are less here, but I got the error here. Even though you are entering the wrong less scores, why are you recommending this person? I'm checking this. Why are you recommending this person? Less experiences, but good in technical. I'm getting you like this. This is the I'm asking only the recommended reason only for the people. Why are you checking this checkbox even though there is less scores? Right. I'm saying even though he has less experience, he has good technical knowledge. This is my message. I'm clicking on save. I'm clicking on one more clone and I'm applying job application number as 26. And I'm doing recommended for hire button also. I'm giving as for Karthik, because he don't have the experience. I'm giving it as 1. Cultural fit is 2 and leadership skills is 4. Clicking on save. Now I'm not recommending this person for hire. I'm just for the data purpose. I'm just using it. Okay. Now go to the position record. Now you know there are 4 records. Here's my page. I will go to the page. This is the page. I'm clicking on refresh again on the same page. Now you can see the outstanding reviews with some data. What is the data here? Who is the interviewer? This is the interviewer. This is the role, technical role. What is this? The interviewer's role is this. This is the candidates who interviewed, who this guy is interviewed, Akshay, Ravi, Nikhil, Karthik. These are the job applications. And I got the reviews. Okay. I'm selecting, by clicking on this button, it automatically selects all. That's a simple code for selecting all. Maybe I'm using JavaScript or some other action for that. So outstanding reviews is something like, sorry, I should not create the reviews. Why I'm creating this page is, some people will do interviews, right? Some people will do interviews, but they are not rating the people. They are taking some time. Okay, these are the job applications. First of all, I can do one thing. I am going with a job application. Okay, I'm cloning. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm cloning this. I'm mapping candidate for the first candidate. Venkat, that is 15. Clicking on save. This person have just created a job application. Okay. So if I'm clicking on refresh, now it also shows that also. The application is created. What I did, PMM for this position. So give me a second. Reset payment of the page. By seeing the code, I can tell you what is the requirement exactly, but I'm slowly missing the things exactly. All the review data I'm querying where application position equal to position ID and review complete equal to true. See, what I'm seeing here is there is a in the review object there is a review complete equal to check. There is a simple checkbox. If that is equal to true only, I'm showing the data on this. Okay. So all the reviews which are completed, I'm showing this. I just created a simple record now with the Venkat job position ID, but there is no review done for that. That is the reason I am not showing that particular guy's Venkat information here, because that person's job application is there, but there is no review for that guy. I'm selecting all. Okay, I'm sending a reminder email to that. So I should have keep some your email. 1 second. I'll do that. I'm going back to my account. I'm just copying the emails. Okay, I just want to check because I haven't configured your email address in your email field. I want to do it now to see the emails are coming to you or not. Thank you. Come back to the candidate object. Go to Nikhil's record and just put on the Nikhil's email address, and I will do it again the same page. Nikhil's Karthik Ravi Akshay. So I don't have the edit button here, and this is a simple profile view. What I will do is oh my God, okay, yeah. And I'll edit here. Salesforce.com. I want to show the edit page. Yeah, see, I have to do one thing. I have to, because my option don't have it. This is simple profile view, which I overrided that option. I want to roll back the changes on view object because my new page is don't have the edit button. Okay, I want to click on edit. I want to do back my changes. Click on save. I'm after saving this record.
Venkat? Venkat, we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Now can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me
Yes.
from? From long time you are not hearing me.
Yes.
Oh, sorry guys. From 5 minutes. Yeah. Do you know how to means you're getting some email? That's fine, right? From that onwards, or yeah, I want to re-explain this now. So can you tell me till what you're listening to my voice? After that, I'll explain it again. Guys, you there? Can someone explain me from when you are not listening to me? I'm thinking that from the page, sending emails, yeah, I'm selecting clearing all. I'm selecting only these two guys. When I click on send remind emails, I'm sending two emails regarding Ravi's and regarding Rakil, regarding Nikhil and Ravi. I'm sending email to interviewer saying, hey, please put down the feedback. Okay, I'm sending a reminder emails. This button is for creating the tasks. I'm clicking on this, see what happens. Tasks are created. So if tasks are created for the interviewer, okay, not for me, it's for interviewer. Who is interviewer? Interviewer is a separate user. I have showed the profile to you, right? I can show that to you again. Slash Stevenson is the interviewer for you guys. The email is going to the people. Putting emails into, okay, sorry. So after putting the email aside, I'm trying to check. Actually, I'm not sending emails to the candidates, means to the people who have taken interviews. I'm to the candidates. I'm sending email to the interviewer to ask the feedback, means to exactly the message which I'm sending it. I will check that. Okay. This reminder is that your review of Karthik for this position of SAPMM has not been completed yet. Please complete this review as soon as possible. Because this guy has taken interview of Karthik, the 4 people. They have not done completely. That is the reason I'm sending this email to all the people, to all the interviews what this guy have taken for the SAPMM position. Okay. If there are 50 candidates, if there are 4 interviewers, okay, I can send email to all the people with a single button click by selecting all the buttons. And there is a simple select all button to automatically check all the buttons also, right? Give me a second. Yeah. So now I have created a task. Why I'm getting my emails to my Venki at gmail.com? Because this user is using some different dummy email address. I have modified the user email of that user, that is Flash Stevenson to Venki. That's the reason I'm getting the emails as on the behalf of Flash Stevenson. Okay. So if I'm clicking on now second time I clicked on selected these 2 items and I clicked on create tasks. That is the reason I got an email saying, hey, 2 tasks are created for you. That is this interview reminder. Venkat B has assigned a new task to you. On this review, priority is normal. Please complete the review as soon as possible. This is a task assigned to you. If Flash have logged into his application, to her application, she can see the items on her dashboard, on the tasks, on the home page only. She can see it. And she also gets some notification on the small window saying, hey, please finish this task as soon as possible based on the due date. Okay. And sending emails also, I have done it in the same way. See, earlier I have clicked on 2 times by selecting the 4 people. That is the reason I got 4 plus 4 equal to 8. Okay. Got it? Coming down to the code, I'm telling why we are, how we are bringing the reviews from the position object. Actually, we are passing the position object ID because for what are you writing reviews? First of all, there is a position object, SAP For that, you are writing reviews for a number of candidates which are linked with job application. These 4 people have applied for job applications with for that position. The 4 candidates have taken interview by the interview called Flash lady, okay? And the 4 interview, the interviewer has given some rating to them. And again, they want one more confirmation or some email. That's the reason we are doing that requirement. Okay, that is the case. Now, there is a position ID here. How to get all this information? First of all, I am getting the position information with this. How to get the ID which is in the URL? This is the method I have to use. Apex pages.current page.get parameters.get ID. This is how I can get the ID of the current page. Because if there is a name, I can get the name also from the current page with this particular method. And I can pass this to the SOQL query. This is SOQL query. I am searching with the ID. This is the ID. That's the reason I am searching with where ID equal to this. There will be only one position in the object, sorry, in the system, that is queried into the position object, and I am returning the position. This is the getter method for the position object, position record. Okay. After that, I am trying to get the interviewers for this position. So get, if interviewer equal to null, interviewers equal to new list of interviewers, written interviewers. Okay. I think I'm not really worried about interviewers here. I'm really worried about job applications. Okay. I'm worried about the reviews. Okay. I have to bring out the reviews first. Okay. Here I'm simply nothing. I'm not creating anything. I'm simply creating interviewers equal to new interviewers. There's a list of interviewers which I'm showing it here. That I'm returning it. But anyway, there is no value in this. Okay. I might add values from the future searches, okay, from the future SOQL queries. I am now querying the reviews for the position object, for the current position. Reviews, if review equal to null, reviews equal to null, I am trying to search the reviews. Select review.id, review.name, this completed all this stuff, where job position equal to, see there is all the candidate information also is available in the review, okay, because there is a relationship, right? Job application underscore or dot name, because this is the parent object. Review is a child object of job application. From there, I'm trying to query the job application also by using job application underscore or dot name. Will give the parent object record, that is job application record name, into this. See here, position is the parent's parent record. That is the reason where job application or dot position underscore c equal to position dot id. Here there is 2 levels of data, because in job applications there is a link to the position object. There is a lookup field or a master detail field. I don't know exactly, but the lookup field will generally store, or master detail field will generally store the ID of that record, the primary key of that record. That is the reason where job application underscore r, this is the parent object data. From there, I'm going to the lookup position underscore c equal to position.id. Means I'm getting all the reviews which are assigned to the job position, which are assigned to the position. Okay. I'm going from job application. First of all, from review, I'm going to job application, later on to position object data. And I'm putting one more filter saying reviews underscore complete equal to false. Sorry, true. Not equal to true means false. Sorry, not equal to true. So I have created the reviews, but it's not yet completed. There's a review underscore c object. So that checkboxes I haven't completed properly. That's the reason I haven't checked it through. That is the reason it's showing all the 4 records. Means if it is not completed, I am asking them to complete as soon as possible. I am returning the reviews. See, after that, what I am doing is I am passing this all the reviews, and even the interviewer information also is defined here. See, r.interviewer __ c. You automatically get interviewer information also. This information I am passing to the wrapper class. If there are 4 reviews, right, I am going to create 4 wrapper class items. Okay, and that 4 items I am trying to print it here. The items what you are printing here is list of my outstanding review data. What is my outstanding review is a wrapper class. How you are going to create wrapper class items? By passing this list of reviews to that. I will discuss about this particular thing in the next class, okay? Clearly, because I have another call, I have to join that call, okay? Can we meet in tomorrow's class and finish this example, and we can move on to other examples also. I have some similar requirements in my edition also, which I am trying to show the list of contacts. For deleting it, I can select 4 or 5 contacts and click on delete button. It automatically deletes all the contacts which are selected. Same way, I am trying to show the account, contacts, cases, opportunity information in the single line. I am printing the data for many accounts on the same page. That's also built with a similar kind of wrapper class example. But this example is really different from that. You are using a wrapper class, as well as you are using some buttons to automatically create tasks for the items which are selected here, and you are also sending out a reminder emails for the people who have taken interviews for the items which are selected here. If there are different interviewers, yes, there will be different email recipients also, obviously. Okay. Yeah, let's meet in tomorrow's class. I will explain in detail about this example, because this example is not that, it generally takes 30 more minutes, okay, to finish this explanation. Okay, thanks guys. I'll meet in tomorrow's class. If you have any questions, yes, you can ask now or in the tomorrow's class.